Okay, so let's try to make sense of something that happened the other night. Family dinner, you know the vibe.
Right.
And my niece is there, completely zoned out, spaghetti sort of everywhere.
Classic toddler move.
Totally. And she looks up,
Yeah.
completely serious, deadpan, and says, we're all just made of electricity.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it just goes right back to, I kid you not, arranging peas in her Play-Doh.
Electricity and Play-Doh. Deep thoughts.
It's those moments, right? They stick with you. Makes you kind of wonder, are kids seeing something we aren't? Is there more going on?
It really does make you pause, doesn't it? We
Yeah.
usually just write it off as, kids say the darndest things, imagination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what if it's something else?
What if their whole perception is just fundamentally different? Not yet.
Yeah.
Fully installed, maybe.
Right. Which brings us here. Welcome, everyone, to the NPC Energy Podcast.
Glad to be diving in.
Today, we're taking let's call it a simulated journey, exploring this pretty wild idea. Are kids basically players whose consciousness hasn't fully synced up with the main game, the reality program?
Are they running on a different OS before the standard societal software gets loaded? That's the core question, isn't it?
Yeah, precisely. Think about common kid stuff.
Yeah.
Talking to invisible friends. We just go, oh, that's cute. Vivid imagination. But, what if they're actually perceiving something we've learned to filter out?
Or haven't had filtered out yet.
Right. And the questions they ask, just out of the blue, these huge philosophical bombs like, why does time have to move forward?
Yeah, try pondering that while you're trying to remember your online banking password. It's a different level.
Totally. Or, the physical stuff, the random T-posing.
Yeah, the T-posing, yeah.
And announcing I'm loading. Where does that come from?
It's straight out of a game engine, isn't it? Like a character model glitching or resetting.
It really is. And trying to sly off the sofa. Convinced, absolutely convinced they can defy gravity this time.
It's like they're still testing the physics engine, before accepting the final parameters.
Yes. They haven't accepted the terms and conditions of gravity yet.
Exactly. And it's funny you bring up these seemingly illogical things, because if we look at, say, Jean Piaget's work.
Okay, yeah, the stages of cognitive development.
Right. His stages map out how kids' thinking gets more complex, more logical over time, but you could also kind of squint and see it as a sort of assimilation timeline.
Yeah, assimilation patch timeline. I like that. Okay, walk me through it with that lens. Sensor motor stage, first couple of years.
Yeah, 0 to 2, roughly. It's all about touching, tasting, basic sensory input. Object permanence isn't fully there, yet things cease to exist when they can't see them.
So, like a player just spawned. The physics engine is initializing. Stuff only renders when you look right at it, licking the controller to see if it's real.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pure interaction with the immediate environment, understanding the absolute basics of the game world.
Okay, then pre-operational. Ages 2 to 7-ish.
That's the imagination explosion, right? Magical thinking. A broomstick is a horse. A box is a spaceship.
So this is like the tutorial world. Before the main NPC scripts kick in. Fewer hard rules, more possibilities.
You could see it that way, yeah. Their logic is very internal, very perception-based. Cause and effect are fuzzy. It seems illogical to us because we're running the full reality program.
Gotcha. Then concrete operational, 7 to 11.
Right. Logic starts clicking into place, but mostly for concrete physical things. They get conservation that the amount of water stays the same even if you pour it into a different shaped glass.
Okay, so the player is starting to figure out the core mechanics, the rules of the server. They're getting locked into the main reality.
Exactly. They're understanding the system's rules, applying logic more consistently. Thinking gets grounded.
And finally, formal operational, 12 plus.
Yeah, adolescence onwards. Abstract thought arrives, hypotheticals, complex ideas, philosophy. Maybe some existential dread starts creeping in.
Ah, the existential dread patch. So this is entering the real game, the full simulation with all the DLCs installed.
It's certainly when the capacity for questioning the nature of that game develops fully. You can think about thinking, about reality itself.
So going back to my niece and the electricity comment, could these seemingly bizarre statements just be like the raw debug output, an unfiltered consciousness before it gets patched and updated to societal norms?
It's a fascinating possibility. Their language is still forming, their concepts are fluid, maybe they are making connections or expressing perceptions that we've learned to suppress or just can't articulate anymore.
Okay, let's shift scenes. the playground.
The sandbox.
Literally, we see it as, running around, swings, slides. But what if it's actually a kind of simulation modding workshop?
Expand on that.
Well, it's less structured, right? Fewer direct adult NPC interventions. Kids are testing social dynamics, maybe pushing the boundaries of the simulation's rules in a lower stakes environment.
Yeah.
A beta testing zone for social interaction and reality rules. I see that. More spontaneous, maybe less. Scripted behavior emerges.
Yeah. And speaking of weird stuff, we got this message from an anonymous source, let's call them.
Oh. A glitch sighting.
Kind of. Their nephew, really young, asked his smart speaker, are you real?
Okay. Standard kid question these days, maybe.
But wait. The speaker gives its usual programmed answer, and the kid just unplugs it, leans in close, and whispers, "You're not allowed to answer."
Whoa, okay, that's different. That's not just curiosity. That's like understanding the limits of the system and asserting control.
Right. Questioning the nature of reality and the authority of the information source. Pretty advanced for a little kid.
Definitely gives you pause. Makes you think about that assimilation curve idea again.
Exactly. Maybe 0 to 6 is like free roam mode. Still figuring things out, language is installing, minimum rules enforced.
Low NPC density, maybe. More exploring the environment. Yeah. Then maybe like 7 to 12. The NPC sync-up begins. They start repeating adult concerns, talking about safety, money, what other people think.
Integrating into the collective consciousness, the shared reality script. You see that shift.
And then the teenage years, the resistance window.
I like that.
Where some just fully integrate, become model NPCs.
No.
But others, maybe they awaken. They start really questioning the scripts, pushing back.
That period is defined by questioning authority, forming identity, pushing boundaries. It fits the analogy, doesn't it? Resisting the full assimilation.
And think about this when a kid says they're bored and want a new game.
Yeah.
Are they just talking about toys? Or are they maybe, on some level, expressing a desire for a different version of reality?
Yeah.
Earth 1.0, a different simulation.
That might be stretching it a bit,
Mhm.
but it does tap into that sense kids have that things could be different, that desire for novelty we often lose.
Okay, so if kids are these potential players, not fully assimilated, who are the agents trying to pull them into the system?
The mini bosses of reality.
Exactly. The NPC authorities, parents, teachers, the grown-ups.
Well, it's a funny framing, but think about the constant directives, right?
Oh, yeah. Eat your vegetables.
Yeah.
Why? Because the system requires fuel input.
Sit still. Stop fidgeting with the controls.
Stop asking so many questions. Don't query the source code.
It sounds like patch notes. Patch notes from the Behavior Control DLC.
Totally. Designed to optimize the unit for smooth integration. Stop the glitches.
I mean, jokes aside, those instructions are about socialization, teaching societal norms. From a simulation view, maintaining system stability.
But then you hear these stories, the ones that don't fit, the kids who glitch through the sim.
Right. Those accounts are harder to explain conventionally.
Like Elena Desserich, 6 years old, knew she was dying, left all these hidden notes for her parents to find later.
That story is heartbreaking.
And one note just said, "I'm not really gone." What does a 6-year-old mean by that?
It suggests an awareness beyond what we'd expect. Then there's Aki and Kramarek.
The painter started having these incredibly detailed divine visions at age 4 and painting them.
The skill and the subject matter, highly unusual for that age.
And Ryan Hammonds, the kid who had super vivid, detailed memories of being a Hollywood agent in the 1930s. Specific names, places.
Past life recall cases are always fascinating and controversial, but his was particularly detailed.
Not just anecdotes. Like the one about the 4-year-old telling his stepdad, completely matter of fact, "You're not my real dad. My other dad had a sword."
Chilling. Where do these things come from?
It's like, maybe they just haven't fully installed social expectations version 1.3.5 yet. Their reality filter is still porous.
Or maybe they're cognitive filters, the ones that help us organize and, frankly, ignore a lot of sensory data, aren't fully formed. So they're perceiving things or remembering things that get screened out later.
Makes you wonder, is there an unassimilated player near you? Could be a kid, could be your roommate who keeps staring at the wall.
So how do we find out? A detection method?
Let's try a little simulation field test. Just a few playful questions. See what happens.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Like a Voight-Kampf test for NPCs?
Sort of. Question 1. Ask them, where were you before you were born?
Okay. Standard answer is usually some variation of, I wasn't anywhere.
Right. But a potential player might just say, the waiting room.
Ooh, okay, that's specific. All right, number 2.
Why do we have to sleep?
Biological necessity, rest, repair.
Boring NPC answer. A player might hit you with, to let the game reset.
Ah, like logging out so the servers can update or whatever. Nice. Number 3.
Is the moon fake?
Definitely not fake. Bit of rock reflects sunlight.
Your potential player might lean in conspiratorially and say, no,
Oh.
but it's watching us.
Okay, these are great. Definitely not the standard answers you'd anticipate. Hints at a completely different framework.
Exactly, and it makes you think. Maybe the really little ones, the toddlers, have the most direct access, before the filters are strong. Access to the source code.
Explains why they can stare intently at a ceiling fan for 10 minutes straight.
Maybe. Maybe it's not just a fan to them. Maybe they're seeing the developer commentary scrolling past. The wireframe rendering.
Huh. That's a fantastic image. It suggests a level of engagement with the raw data of reality that we just don't have anymore.
So the big question then, how do we tap back into that? Get some of that player energy back? Time for some NPC detox.
Some inner child hacks. I like it. How do we do that? Reinstall the old OS?
Maybe just disrupt the current one. Try some anti-assimilation activities.
Okay, like what?
Like, say something totally absurd to a stranger on the street, then just walk away. No explanation.
Break the social script. Okay.
Or lie down on the pavement in a busy area.
Yeah.
Just pretend to be a dropped item for a minute.
Disrupt public expectations. Might get some weird looks.
That's the point. Hey, ask your boss, dead serious. Do you remember the sky having a different texture last week?
Okay, that one might have consequences. But I see the pattern. Injecting the unexpected.
Yeah. Or just spend a whole day pretending you're in a tutorial. Narrate your actions. Press X to open fridge. Holding W to walk forward.
Hey, become aware of the automation. These are all ways to kind of jolt ourselves out of the programmed reality, potentially. See things fresh.
Maybe the real cheat code isn't hidden in some ancient text. Maybe it's just locked in our own kid brain. We just need to find the key. Remember how things looked before we agreed to all the rules.
There's definitely value in cultivating that beginner's mind, that childlike curiosity, questioning the assumptions we just take for granted.
So yeah, we circle back. Are kids unassimilated players? Glitches in the matrix? Or are they just kids doing kid things, but maybe their kid things show us something profound about the reality we've learned to ignore?
It's a question that probably doesn't have a simple yes or no answer, but exploring it, looking at the world through that lens,
Yeah,
it definitely shakes things up, makes you see things differently.
for sure. So whether you're currently T-posing in the living room or just feeling a bit nostalgic for the taste of Play-Doh,
Hopefully not too nostalgic.
remember, you are definitely not alone in the glitch. And hey, if you felt this simulated journey unlock something, smash that subscribe button like it owes you virtual currency.
Drop us a 5-star rating if it reactivated your main quest, maybe.
Perfect. And until next time, stay weird, stay awake, and keep your eyes on the rendering horizon.
We're thinking about doing a mailbag from the mainframe segment soon, too.
Oh yeah, listener stories of kid simulation glitches. And maybe glitch clip of the week, videos of kids defying physics.
Could be fun. Lots more to explore.
Definitely. Catch you all next time on the NPC Energy Podcast.